Welcome back, everybody. Wow, this October has been quite nice compared to the last 3 since we bought our land in 2021. Each year we've spent October busting our butts to finish as much outdoor build work as possible before winter hit. Then November, December, we were so burnt out that we hibernated until April. This October has been pretty hectic, but we're not absolutely fried going into winter this year, which is excellent, as we still have a good bit of indoor work to do before baby comes. We have our new washer and dryer, and as I've said before, a few of you might think that we're crazy, but I'm so excited. We're just finishing up all the systems and structures of the bathroom to get it all operational. Feels like such a luxury to think about waking up and taking a hot shower using a freshly washed towel. I realize that's not luxurious to most because it's a very modern convenience. But when you learn to live without common modern conveniences, and more importantly, learn to live happily without them, when they do come back into your life again, happiness tends to skyrocket. Like showering after a long camping trip. You know, it feels so much better than it ever did before when showers were constantly accessible. You deprive yourself for a bit and come to realize how incredible you had it all along. Right? Don't you feel that way? When you learn to be happy with very little, it takes very little to improve quality of life. And quality of life enhancements always create a lot of joy. Maybe not forever. When we switched from our tiny bed in the Scamp to a full-sized mattress in the A-frame, and then to a queen in our house, I felt like I could get lost in it. But now that my belly's bigger than it has ever been, I'm wondering if we need a king. I'm getting soft. But, you know, I don't think it's necessary to deprive ourselves of all nice things to have some sort of Zen awakening. I just think it's virtuous to explore how we can make life enjoyable with a little bit less. We moved into our 13-foot trailer on December 1st, 2016, 8 years ago, and we did get rid of all of our nice things. Not that we had many nice things to begin with in our mid-20s. People thought we were nuts, and so did I in the beginning, until I realized how weighed down I'd been all my life by stuff and by others' expectations of me to have more stuff, nice car, mortgage on a home in a suburb, stylish clothes, a washing machine. Less stuff does not equal less than. More stuff, no matter how expensive, no matter what your neighbor, your parents, society thinks, more stuff does not make you better than. It just takes more energy. Something that I do not have a lot of right now. I'm probably going to take a nap after I upload this video today. And yeah, I am just rambling. So here is Barron installing an antler on the wall to use as a coat rack.
There. That's great, right?
Yeah, I love it.
That's good. Our friend Marlon killed an elk this year with his bow, and he very graciously gave us some elk to eat. So I'm gonna cook some elk steaks right now.
You have the first bite.
No, you.
You can.
No, you. Is it good? Mm-hmm. I didn't season them. I just put salt and butter just so that we could taste it.
That used to be our favorite way to cook steak. Mm-hmm. Just salt, pepper, butter. So you're going to be hunting elk next week or deer?
Elk next week.
Wow.
And it's supposed to snow a bunch, so theoretically that would like push them out of the high country and down a little lower, which might be easier to get to them.
I already ate twice today, so you can eat the majority of this.
What are you doing?
These are my high school Uggs, original OG Uggs with the real sheep fur.
Boots with the fur.
That song was probably very popular at the time that I wore these. Man, I don't think I've ever done anything to them, but is this the right stuff? We have so many different
I would
things.
use the like waxy stuff. It goes on easier.
These boots were all the rage in high school, and for some reason I chose the ugliest pattern that existed, but the function is still very high quality, even though the design is not. This is not the correct leather treatment for this type of leather, but I really just want to hydrate it. And once this is kind of soaked in, I'll waterproof it. It's like a soft, furry suede. It was anyway. Wow, these are almost 20-year-old boots. That's crazy. I never ever would have known how to take care of these when I was younger. Now we know a lot more about taking care of nice things. Yeah, see, that's the right kind of leather for that wax. Or the preferred. Looks good.
I like leather shoes because I can keep them going so much longer than.
Yeah, so much longer.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm kind of frustrated. I've been troubleshooting what's up with my chainsaw because it keeps smoking over the last like 4 hours. I've taken it apart. I cleaned it out super good. I'm running like the right type of bar oil. I'm running gas like from the manufacturer. I didn't even mix it myself. The chain is getting lubricated fine. I think what's happening is it's just running rich because we're at altitude. And it's getting too much gas for the lower amount of oxygen. I think that's why it's smoking, but the carburetor adjustment tool that I ordered I think is the wrong size, so I can't get it to bite on the threads, so I can't adjust the high and low like gas consumption idle. But I bucked up just a little bit of wood with the chainsaw as I was troubleshooting it today, so I'm just gonna chop that up. Gosh. It's a little thing, I just can't get like confirmation on the exact size of splined carburetor adjustment tool that I need. Okay, thank you for listening to me vent. That's all now, I'm gonna chop wood. I also need to pick up a new stump. My stump is falling apart from a couple years of chopping on it. So I've been putting screws in it to keep it together because I don't have another nice big stump to sacrifice. Oh. Yay! Go, baby. Yay, we did it. Oh.
I have been keeping an eyeball on these grasses all summer long. I don't know what kind of grass it is, but it grows all along the road and gets really tall. And I have some experience making pine needle baskets, and when I saw this grass, I thought that would be such an easier way to make a pine needle basket because it's so long I wouldn't have to load the needles all the time. And in theory, it was a great idea, but these stalks of grass are very stiff. And even after boiling them in water, they're still very stiff. I'm wondering if perhaps a different type of basket would be better for this instead of this pine needle method. I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about basket weaving, and I don't feel like quitting after putting so much time into this, so we're just gonna keep going. It's been about a month now that we have known the gender of our baby. We've been telling close friends and just, I don't know, kind of keeping it to ourselves. About a week or so ago, I went to Iowa to go see my grandma for her 90th birthday, and my cousins and aunts surprised me with a little miniature baby shower just before my grandma's birthday party. At my grandma's birthday party, right before it started. It meant so much more than I think any of them realized. I haven't been planning on having a baby shower, an in-person baby shower, because most of my friends live all over the United States. It's pretty hard to get to where we live, and my friends in town don't want kids, so I wouldn't want to make them come to a baby shower. So it was just really special to have my aunts and cousins and their daughters and my grandma all standing in a circle around me. They gave me a little gift to open, and it was just awkward enough that I didn't cry. Otherwise I totally would have cried. Tears of joy. And it was on that trip that I told everyone that we're having a girl. I had a feeling that it was a girl from the very start, which is kind of different because my pregnancy last year, when I miscarried, I just had a strong feeling that it was a boy. I don't know if me thinking that it was a girl was partially my preference. I don't know, I think girl energy is really special, and most of my friends and family members who have babies there's just a lot of boy energy. So I was kind of hoping for a girl, though I think Barron and I had talked about it, and we were thinking a boy might be easier to begin with. Then you've got the older brother, and ideally then we have a girl after. I asked Barron before the appointment if he would be sad if we found out that it was a girl. And he said definitely not, that whatever it ends up being is exactly what we need. That's our mission, I guess, in life, is to have whatever it is. And it just felt, when they said it was a girl, I just looked over at him and laughed, because I knew. We have some names that we have been auditioning. There's one name that has been kind of the number one name for many years before we ever conceived. But we're very open to something else from the universe popping into our brains at any time. Speaking a moment ago of a baby shower, we put out a live stream a few months ago and kind of talked about a baby shower and just our thoughts on them, and so many of you were asking for us to do a digital YouTube baby shower. And we kind of talked about it through the live stream. You could go back and watch it, and would that be weird? Is that something we want to do? And everybody's like, yes, do it. We want that. One of our hesitations also about having a baby shower is that we do things a little bit differently. We tend to have a very minimal lifestyle, and I know there are certain things you just need to have for babies. You can't be minimal about certain things when having a baby. I was a little intimidated by the idea of putting together a baby registry because everybody says that you need so much stuff. And at the time in that video, I wasn't really prepared to do any research. We were still hesitant to see this whole thing as being real after our loss last year. But now we're further along, and I have been doing a lot more research to see what things babies need, what things we realistically think that we would like to have. And I have put together a baby registry. Obvious baby things on the baby registry, but I also put some other things that we need in our house in order to have a baby. Things that we will buy regardless. In talking to some of my other mom friends who have or have had baby registries, they tell me that no, it is not traditional to put things like butter on a baby registry, but why not? A well-fed mom is a well-fed baby. And I figure since there are so many of you asking for a registry, asking about ways that you can contribute, that this is, I guess, this is the opportunity. If you feel so inclined, we expect nothing. If you don't like what's on the registry, don't worry about it. Maybe it's not for you this time around, and no obligation. We're gonna store registry items in the A-frame until sometime in January when we have our live baby shower. It's so strange, but so many of you have been part of our story and our journey for so long that I guess it does make sense to include you if you feel so inclined to be included. I don't know. The most recent video that we posted of YouTube terminating our channel temporarily, the feedback from all of you caught me off guard. When we make these videos, it's easy to forget that there are people on the other side of the screen who are watching. Sometimes it feels like we're putting these videos out into the void, and it's hard to picture the amount of you that there are who clearly really appreciate it, and that it just means so much. I was not expecting the amount of comments. I wasn't expecting anyone to watch that video. I was so surprised by all the comments of support and the people who say how long they've been watching and how much our videos mean to them, and whether or not you feel like participating in the baby registry. If you feel so inclined, we are just so thankful to have all of you here watching our videos. It's really cool to share our lives with people who really get it. So I will share a link to the registry in the description. I'll say one last time that there's no obligation. This is just for the people who are asking for our baby registry. We will do an unboxing virtual baby shower in January, and we just can't thank you all enough. We are so excited to have a baby girl, and I can't believe how fast it's going. It's all going quite quickly. Are you ready for dinner? Are you ready? Okay, go. 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 You can do it. Good job. Pick one. Okay, in this voiceover, I promise I will not ramble like I did in the first one. I've been working on a book journal for the last year, and I have had a video about it that I've been working on for the last year. I've saved the video for December because that's kind of when everybody starts YouTubing how to set up various journals, like bullet journals, calendars, book journals, whatever. I have a few older bullet journal videos that always get a spike in views every December, so yeah, this video will be coming soon in December. The gist of it is I wanted a way to keep track of all the books that I read and listen to. It was a big book year for me this year after a really hard year last year. My favorite thing is to be pulled into a really good, really long story with lots of twists and turns, excitement, drama, emotion. I love it. I love to learn stuff too, but for the most part, I love to be carried away by story. Being able to document books with a picture of the cover and a place for all my book reviews makes reading a lot more fun for me. You could do the same thing with movies or TV shows or whatever lights you up. It's just kind of an on-paper collection. So, stay tuned for that video if that sounds interesting to you. Hop up in your chair. Go hop up in your chair. Go hop up in your chair. Show me your ninja hood. Whoa. Can't even see you. Where'd you go?
I feel like
Oh, there he is.
on Halloween when I just got a new outfit or like costume and I want to wear it all the time.
Yeah, you haven't taken it off in weeks.
So nice.
Camber, what are you doing?
We should probably use the battery in the kitchen as little as possible today.
Okay.
You can do whatever, let's just plug it up to the main battery.
Okay. I just won't use the oven or the Instant Pot on the kitchen battery, I mean. We're gonna have a 3-day storm coming up.
That's what it sounds like.
This will be the longest stormy stint for our new solar kit, right? Maybe.
Yeah. I talked to Brad, the car repair guy, and he can get tires. He's gonna give us a quote and see how much.
Going through him versus through anything else.
Well, I might, it just, if he's like crazy expensive, then I'll go somewhere else, but I'd rather go through him because I like him.
Cool.
But they're gonna be expensive. Because I think we'll just get KO3s since we've had good luck with KO2s and they're just a better version.
Yeah. For what we put our cars through and the terrain out here, I think it's necessary to have the best.
Because we had the Yokohama Geolanders and those were excellent. Those are coming on like the Wilderness Edition Subarus and RAV4s and all that. Or no, I think the Wild Peaks are coming on the RAV4s, but they were good, but we cut a hole in the sidewall when we were on a forest road. The primary other one that I would consider is the Falcon Wild Peaks, but we've had good luck with the KO2s. Supposedly the Wild Peaks are better in snow and ice, but also the KO3s are supposed to be better than the KO2s were in snow and ice, and we've never had an issue with snow or ice. So
The KO2s are a really heavy rubber compound, right? So not exactly the best for highway, right?
yeah, well, they're just louder. Like, so as far as I understand it, the Wild Peaks are actually quite a bit heavier than the KO3s, but the KO3s have more armor, and I don't really understand how that is.
I'm down to splurge for tires.
Well, it's like a big safety thing.
What came on the Lexus when we got it? What are those?
Hankook Dynapro AT2.
Those were so slick last year in slushy snow.
Yeah, they're quiet on the highway and stuff, but
We
I would
hardly
rather
do highway
deal with
driving.
a little bit of droning than.
Yeah, because we drive on dirt roads more often than we drive on highways.
Right.
We need something to get us up our driveway.
Our driveway is gnarlier than, I bet, like 80 or 90% of people have never driven on a road as gnarly as our driveway.
It's true. When people do come out here with cars that are not capable and having never driven a
Yeah.
road like this, they usually just park at the base and walk up.
Yeah, but I don't even think about it.
Thank you so much to every one of you who keeps coming back to watch our videos and hear our stories. We could not do this without you. See you in the next one.